Alright guys, so today I am going to install some cabinets in my bathroom. Now, if you guys are aware, when you put tiles down, sometimes they're even, sometimes they're uneven, and these are RTA cabinets from our friend Apex out in Chantilly. And these are RTA cabinets, ready to assemble cabinets. So, sometimes they're squares, sometimes they're not, so you're gonna have to play around, put a little wedge here, make sure everything's lined up, make sure you're leveled, and make sure the wall is leveled. Everything, most of the time the houses, the walls are not 100% squared off, so you're gonna be off just a little bit. But there is a solution for installing cabinets, making it super easy, right? Now, what do we have here? This was sent to me by our friends over at Blekoo, okay? What these are cabinet installation kits. So how they work is basically, they're like a clamp, right? They basically go around the perimeters of the framing, and they have a three-way or a two-way of clamping everything together. So what you want to make sure everything's kind of clamped in like so, bring it as low as possible, and then squeeze it in. You're gonna make sure everything's leveled from the bottom. Then you bring it in, and basically it'll be like a little seamless process. And now you see the top part is off too. So now you bring in the top piece, like so, and you're gonna before you do that, you're gonna bring in both sides, because you wanna level this out, right? You wanna make sure everything's leveled. So you don't wanna make this too tight yet, because you wanna bring this out just enough. And you see how this is moving? It's because, some of the cabinets are not fully leveled, and that is basically the issue. So now, because this is not coming in fully in, I'm going to show you guys a trick on how to fix that problem. What we are going to do, we are going to flip this around, because most of the pull is in here. We're going to bring this just enough for the lips to catch, and you're gonna make this as square as possible. And look, it's already bringing in, and then I'm gonna tie this down like so. Now we are seamless all across. Perfect. Another feature this has, see this right here? This is a drill guide. This is where we're gonna drill in through the frame into here. Then I'm gonna show you guys how it works. So this is a drill guide. It comes with its own drill bit. So we're gonna drill through it, and then we get to move this out of the way so we could put the screw in. Isn't that cool? That is so freaking awesome. And you could move it around one way or another. It doesn't matter which way you move it. All right, my friends over at Blekoo actually sent me 2 sets, so we're gonna set up both of them at the same time. That one makes installation a lot easier. So that way I'll just make 4 holes, make sure everything's tight, everything is good on this side. So now everything's seamless. Now I just need to make holes. So I'm gonna go around, make 4 holes, and then I'm gonna screw them in. That way everything's legit, everything's checked in. I'm gonna switch this, flip this around so the screw will be on this side. Alright guys, so I actually have to flip these over because my drill will not fit between the drawer, it's too short, so I'm gonna make sure, I'm gonna put all the holes from here. Now, you wanna make sure, so these RTAs have holes in here, these are for the hinges that are gonna be installed. So there's 3 of them. So you wanna make sure you're not drilling into those holes, so that way you're not ruining it. But I'm gonna put 2 screws into this one up here, and 1 on each side. And one more thing you want to do, you want to make sure your cabinet is centered, everything's measured correctly. Double check, triple check, quadruple check, because once you screw these into the wall and everything, you're done. You don't want to keep moving it around. So make sure everything's leveled from the bottom, everything's leveled. Now I'm going to drill the holes. I'm actually going to do a countersink. And then I am going to put these exterior screws. And why, you ask, I'm putting exterior screws because they are white. So they kind of blend in once they are in. So as you can see how far it goes in. And this is exactly how far I want it to go in. So these are 2.5-inch screws. So let's put the holes in and screw it in and undo the clamps and go from there. Alright guys, we're going to drill the pilot holes in here. So let's do the pilot hole first. And then I'm going to do the countersink. And if you have a vacuum handy, it would be great to vacuum out the sawdust. Okay, now we're going to screw it in. All right, now let's take these off. Here we go. Perfect. Everything's where it needs to be. Again, thanks to our friends from Blekoo for sending me these cabinet installation kit. They work great, guys. The pilot hole function, the screw function, everything is working great. I like it. And super easy to use, very well built. This is heavy duty aluminum. I couldn't expect anything better, and the best part is they are blue in color. So you guys saw how easy it was to use these tools. I definitely recommend these if you're installing cabinets. It's definitely worth the money spent to have one of these tools handy when you're doing it. If you want something seamless, perfectly matched and even. I will be using this when I'm doing my kitchen renovation. 100% useful. I will put the link down below for these specific ones, and especially because they are blue, my favorite color, and it matches the channel, I guess. So, but they do have them, I believe they have them in 3 different colors. But I'll leave the link in the description. Pick the color that you like. And leave a comment down below. Let me know if you guys use this, what your experience was using these, if you like them, hate them. I don't know. Everybody has different way, different experiences. But again, thanks for Blekoo for sending these to me to test them out and actually show you guys how they work. They work great. I'll put just a little bit of oil here so these don't bind up into the little pistons right here. Just a little bit, nothing crazy. And you know, it should fix the problem. But other than that, they work great, guys. So let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, guys. Help the channel out. So till the next video, peace out.